Ethera SMP is launching this Friday, August 5th. Some pretty big name YouTubers will be there, so make sure you keep an eye out for the live stream. But the public release of the pack is coming in the future, so I want to introduce you to some of the basics of the pack. Oh, and one more thing. I am so confident we are getting a new dimension that if I am wrong, I will eat a ghost pepper in an upcoming video, which I don't want. I clearly said I'd eat a ghost pepper if I was wrong about the new dimension, not about it being in 1.19. I owe you nothing. But anyways, I got a pack of ghost peppers for this video, and every time I move on to a new topic, I'm gonna take a bite of it. So let's go ahead and get into it. The sponsor of this project, who genuinely made this project possible, AwakeNode Hosting. Let me tell you, before this I was using other server hosts for my servers, and since I've switched, I will never look back. You can get a server perfect to play with friends at starting at, no, seriously, $3 a month. That's insanely cheap for the quality. For comparison, I had a nice private server I used for some of my videos that I was paying $30 a month for, and the equivalent through AwakeNode is $10. That is a third of the price. And that price cut does not mean a drop in quality. AwakeNode has been fantastic from the start. Their web interface is easy to use, and their support is fantastic. Sponsor or not, I'd recommend them in a heartbeat. This is not just some read they gave me. I wrote this. This is how I feel about them. So if you like Ethera, or if you'd like to get a server going for your friends, or make your own Minecraft vision come true, go to awakenode.co.uk, link in the description. It smells like dog crap. Good grief, okay. Ugh. We're starting with small bites, because I don't want to eat a lot of ghost pepper by the time we're done. Woo, that's hot. Oh boy, let's get rolling. So what is Ethera? Well, Ethera is a brand new dimension. It's a dimension that we have spent a long time creating, me and the team. 6 new biomes, 80-ish new items, around 30 new custom mobs, 5 new bosses. I'm just looking at my notes because focusing is not happening. Tons and tons of new content. Ethera is a big new adventure that you can go on, and it's completely vanilla because it's a data pack, not a mod. All you need is Optifine for the mob models, and you're good to go. Holy cow, that's hot. Okay, so where do you start? Well, when you load into Ethera, you get this guidebook. There's a lot of good educational features to teach you how to play. The guidebook has a lot of basic information. But you've got that, you've got a crafting guide. We'll get into that in a minute when we go through the crafter. And you've also got this progression tab. I have tears, don't touch your eyes. This is basically your classic RPG progression system. As you progress, you'll get XP. And these each have different effects, but the mainline progression will explain the boss. You'll get 5 hearts every time you defeat a new type of boss. There are 5 bosses. This is the line for it. We'll also explain how to find them. Holy cow, I'm 1 bite in. Oh god, I was supposed to take another bite when I did this. Alright, I ain't no quitter. Anyway, progression will affect all sorts of things like base melee speed, base range damage, your divine power cooldown. So there's a basic mana system to harness your divine energy, because the whole lore behind this is that you are a newly recruited divine being in the Greek style of a god. So your divine power is a simple mana system to use your divine energy. I'll give you an example of that right now. You'll see when I use this, there's a cooldown bar at the bottom. That is your divine energy, and there is a stat, it's your divine stamina, that will adjust how long that cooldown is. So it's different per item, and it does carry over between items. Different items will cause the cooldown to take longer, but the overall length that takes as an aggregate whole is affected by that stat. So you want to level that up to be able to use your divine power more often. Dear God. Okay, let's talk the custom crafter. So to make the crafter, you need a crafting table and a gold ingot and a normal crafter. It's going to give you that. Custom block, you place it. Now this is actually a barrel, so there's a lot of finicky commands that are happening to make this happen. You'll notice a few rough edges here or there. That said, one thing you'll want to check immediately is your recipes crafting guide, and this will show you all of the custom recipes in the pack. There's multiple pages. You can go back by clicking that. Crafting like normal. It's pretty simple, but it's very, very important to the pack, so you'll be using this a lot. So as you go through this pack, the main lifeblood of this pack is all the adventuring and dungeoneering you'll do. There's a lot of different structures. Oh my god. They're almost all entirely procedurally generated, so there's not going to be the same most of the time, and they're quite extensive. They can be quite large. So you'll be doing this a lot, going through these different dungeons. This here is the Pyramid Dungeon. There's different tiers depending on what stage of progression you're in. These dungeons serve a really important use for progression as you go, because not only do you tend to get items you need for actually getting to the next boss in progression. By the way, you have to do the bosses in order. But not only do they give you important items for progression, they also will give you relics. And relics are items only found in loot, and they tend to be either good quality of life items or really powerful and interesting weapons. Oh my god, I just spit everywhere. What we have here is the Dragon's Roar, for an example of our first relic. It has a charge up, and then it does a huge flamethrower effect like that. And it's very effective. And our final example would be this Mirror Shield. The Mirror Shield is an offhand item. It's a shield. It does a laser beam, which is really cool. I think I'd probably be able to represent these slightly better if this wasn't happening. Relics are a great reward. Be on the lookout for them. There's 3 tiers of them, varying in strength. And yeah, you really can't beat the pack without them. So here comes another bite of the freaking pepper. All right, last thing to go over, so I'm gonna finish it off. Down to the stem. God, that's hot. Oh my god. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about is food and resources. So they can be a little tricky because it's not like the normal Minecraft balance. First of all, Dominium biome, which is what this biome is called. Wheat everywhere. If you find any type of slime, they're going to drop a type of slime ball, like either arrow jelly for the blue slimes or plasma gel from the orange ones. Both of them are great food sources. Normal vanilla ores do generate in Ethera, so iron is pretty common. Diamonds and emeralds you can find relatively easily. But the thing is, everything is tiered above netherite in this, so basic materials are going to have more practical uses than actual, like combat use, making armors and such. Oh my god, that's hot! You're not going to find a lot of real caves, but they can be a good place to look. But if I were to say go into this wall area, you can see some coal, iron and such does generate. I'd be a little more thorough, but I need to end this video, so anyways, that's just your basics to get you started. I hope you enjoyed the pack. We worked very hard on it. I'm going to go fetal position on my bed. Y'all have a good day.